I had all along thought that third-degree murder and the second-degree manslaughter charges were more attainable. But as I told you in our last segment, I thought after the use of force expert testified, the second-degree murder charge, it crystallized, really did. I think that the charge was brought, but until I started listening to the evidence and how it was coming in, I all along was very wary of that second-degree murder charge. But I think that the felony murder was proven beyond a reasonable doubt for certain. Once that assault became unlawful, that's a commission of felony, and that's the felony murder rule. So I think that it was a smart decision to bring that charge, and I think it was a right result for this jury.
I do think it was a smart decision to bring that charge as well. So alternate juror, we know that once their service is done, the jurors have the opportunity to talk about their experience serving on the jury. I think that's up to them to make that decision. But the next day we have an alternate juror who has chosen to allow an exclusive interview and give her opinion. Are you at all surprised and or worried about her willingness to share with the public her experience?
I'm not surprised. In high-profile cases, always hear from a handful of jurors that are not only willing to talk, but actually anxious to talk. And I think that that's what we saw here in this alternate. This alternate did not have to defend any position, much less an unpopular one. So she could talk about that experience, through the lens of all of the other jurors as well. Because she did hear all of the evidence. She did not participate in deliberations. I'm very anxious to hear from a juror that actually participated in the deliberations. I noticed that it was almost exact 9.5 hours that this jury deliberated, and thought that the irony of that in the 9 minutes and 29 seconds that Mr. Chauvin was on George Floyd. So it was kind of it's a very interesting jury, young jury. I'm glad that we hear from them, hopefully.
Yeah, it is going to be here in